Morning, guys. Morning, Deirdre.
Morning, how are you, Angela?
I'm good, and how are you?
Freezing in Cape Town, freezing.
Just as freezing here. I won't lie. Definitely snow everywhere. Phew.
No, I can definitely see, hey?
Okay, so I have made you host. I don't know if you want to
Awesome.
just check
Just going to
quickly.
start sharing the screen to have a nice cover on it at least. I just want to do this. And then...
Nice. Okay,
Perfect. Okay, are we good to go there?
Yeah, that looks wonderful.
Greetings to the early birds. I was on there. There's quite a few early birds. Love the early birds.
Yeah, it's nice. So everybody logs on as we go along. So we'll wait a little time, but I just wanted to check that was sharing. I believe it's raining there as well.
I live in Stellenbosch, so the sun has come out now, but all the mountain caps are white.
Yes.
And it was raining a bit this morning. So for the first time that I've been living here in 10 years, we've got proper Cape Town winter weather, which I'm not emotionally prepared for currently.
But there's snow everywhere. I mean, it's amazing.
Oh.
So that's, I mean, quite exciting, but it definitely, we can feel the chill here today.
Yeah, you're in Josie, hey?
Yeah.
I believe so. I believe so. You always get our winter chill about 24 to 48 hours later.
Oops, sorry. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Sorry, I disappeared there for a second.
No worries.
Okay. All right. So what are we've still got about 7 or 8 minutes or so. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come back to you in a few minutes.
Perfect.
And we'll
No worries. 100%. Thanks.
Thanks, Deirdre.
Bye. Morning, Miranda.
Good morning.
You and I both are in scarves.
So cold. It's 2 degrees at the moment.
Just letting you know that Angela has made me host. We've got a few early bird agents on already, so we're just waiting for the others. And then once Angela gives us a thumbs up, we'll go ahead from there.
Okay.
Morning, Arinda. How are you?
Good morning. Morning, everybody who's here already.
How are you doing?
I'm cold.
Yeah, it's rather fresh this morning, isn't it? That wind is chilly. We can definitely feel the snow in the air.
Yes.
Okay, so there's quite a few logging on, so we'll just wait a little while and then I'll let you know when to go ahead. Thank you, ladies.
Okay.
Perfect, Ange. Thanks. Miranda, is my audio fine?
Yes.
Okay. Don't want to go silent, you know.
There's no audio at the moment because we haven't started yet. So that person that posted, can you hear me? We'll start only at just after 11. I'm just going to wait another minute or so because I see there's still quite a lot of people logging on. So let's just wait a minute and then we can do introductions, Deirdre.
Perfect, 100%.
Okay, good morning, everybody, from a very cold Sherperd, Cape Town. Seems like everywhere is cold because of the snow.
Good morning.
Perfect. Perfect day to head into the bush. So we'll pretend we're going into the bush, and the Deirdre and on the line and Arinda from AHA, and they're going to take us go from there.
Hi, Angela. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if it's my internet or your internet, but I'm getting a very distorted sound from you.
I think we all are, but you sound fine, Deirdre.
Am I fine? Okay. Angela, if you can just pop the thumbs up. Your internet seems to be a bit cold, for lack of better words. I'm not sure if you're happy for us to go ahead yet.
Deirdre, can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you. It sounds like your computer is cold. It's freezing up.
Hello?
Hi.
Yes. Okay. Okay, Shane, sorry.
Miranda, can you just check if there's any messages in the chat box from Angela to go ahead, please?
Yes, you can go ahead, Deirdre.
Okay, perfect. Good morning, everyone. I'll just quickly start my video so that you can see the face behind the voice. Hi, I'm Deirdre, and I'm from AHA Hotels and Lodges. Joining me today is Arenda Diedrichs. Arenda, please wave.
Hello, everybody.
Hi. So we are presenting Ivory Tree and Sherperd Street to you today. But before I go on, just some quick notes. Arenda is here to man the chat box. I'm not sure if some of you are like me. I have a question, and then when we get to the Q&A, I forgot what the question was. So please feel free to ask questions throughout. Arenda is here to answer those questions. Then without further ado, let me start. We are from AHA Hotels and Lodges. I'm sure that some of you are familiar with us. We are the property group that focuses on AHA moments. Now, those 5 flowers there on our logo represents the 5 moments that we want guests to achieve during their stay. It's that moment when you book, the ease of booking, the arrival, the experience, the food, and then something special. Just some background so that you know what those moments are. Okay, let me move on. We are COVID safe and have friendly guidelines manuals, especially for guests to understand. So before I go on to the lodges, Arenda will share a link in our chat box that you can share with guests. This gives our COVID operating procedures at property level, and it's very, very user-friendly. Also keep in mind that we have COVID policies in place for new and existing bookings, and you can reach out to your Thompson's account manager for this. We are a kind and caring people. We listen. So if there's ever something, whether it be a complaint or a special request or constructive criticism or simply an idea, or even if you are going to visit one of our properties, don't hesitate to reach out to Thompson's to make contact with us. We are here to serve you, and we look forward to exceeding your expectations. So just those 3 very important things that I wanted to highlight currently. But without further ado, we are here for Ivory Tree and Sherperd Street today. And before I go to the lodges, I would like to speak about where they are located. The Pilanesberg. When I think of the Pilanesberg, it is this image of the elephants crossing the plains and the beautiful Manquare watering hole that I think of. Now, generally, when I do product presentations, I do a bit of destination training too, and I actually found this image of Pilanesberg from space. So I'm sure you all know that Pilanesberg is located within a volcanic crater, and this is actually what the volcanic crater looks like. It's a bit of useless information, but it's also very interesting, and it might be something that kind of switches that sail for a local or an international guest. Pilanesberg, as we know, is the 4th largest national park in Southern Africa, and in my mind, the most accessible national park. From OR Tambo, you are looking at a driving distance of just over 3 hours, and then from Johannesburg, just over 2 hours. It is a comfortable driving business. The other benefit here is that the park is in a malaria-free zone. So it's ideal for family travel or for couples that want to do a quick getaway from Joburg or do not have necessarily time to travel 2 days to and from a reserve. The park itself offers a great viewing experience. Now, I'm going to give you guys a consultant tip. Some of you might know this, but I actually threw this word in the other day, and there were people that were very impressed. Because the park is situated in a crossover zone or a transition zone between the Kalahari and the Lowveld, it has a very different ecological fauna and flora experience. So if you have a client that wants to also not just see the big five, but wants an out of this world fauna and flora experience, you can explain the benefit of the transition zone it is located in. Now, the park itself offers 550 kilometers of driving for game viewing. As you can see on the page, I've circled there are 2 lodges that we will be discussing today. The Ivory Tree Lodge, which is further than the Sherperd Tree Lodge. In the center here is the Mankwe Dam. And the whole idea of the Mankwe Dam is to offer a photographic and a fantastic birding experience. So around the dam, you will find hidden hides if you are self-driving in the middle of the day, or if you have someone that is looking for a photographic safari, there are beautiful hides around this dam. Over here, you can see where the Pilanesberg Airport is, and I just want to flag to you that we do offer airport transfers to and from Pilanesberg Airport at a nominal little cost, but we can also make arrangements for transfers from Johannesburg or OR Tambo. Okay, then without further ado, I will start with why Pilanesberg and our lodges are ideal for family travel and for something off the bucket list. Now, both these lodges, Ivory Tree and Sherperd Tree, include all your meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, 2 high teas, 2 game drives, and drinkers or coffee stop on your game drives. Keep in mind that children under the age of 6 are not allowed on game drives. However, we do offer short bumble drives after breakfast at no additional cost, and or there is baby sitting facilities that you can pre-book at an additional cost. Now, additional activities in the region, there is definitely the balloon safari that is a must. You might have a guest that is proposing or someone that celebrates an anniversary, or merely children that you want to see the world from a different eye view. And therefore the hot air ballooning is ideal. Pilanesberg also has amazing bushwalks, mountain bike outright options, as well as quad bikes. Now, all these activities are additional and not included to our package. But sometimes guests may ask, what do I do apart from the game drives that I'm offered? And these are big reasons to come and visit Stellenbosch. I live in Stellenbosch. Pilanesberg is because we offer these extra activities. The other thing, if you are traveling with a young family, Sun City is accessible for day visits, and we can also offer transfers to and from Sun City at an additional cost. Without further ado, I will start with our first lodge, Ivory Tree. Ivory Tree is the larger of the 2 lodges and offers a variety of accommodation for couples, families, small groups, big conferences. We really can cater for a variety of needs. There is something for everyone. Now, I know the big reason that we generally focus on product training is to understand the room types and the offerings. So I'm going to go straight after this welcoming from this beautiful lady who will also be the lady that welcomes your guest, and jump into our room types. Ivory Tree has 5 room types. Our first room type and the entry-level room type is our standard room. This is also the room type that is most often booked. So I've actually included quite a few images of this room type for you to get an idea. This room can accommodate maximum 2 adults only, or 2 packs, so 1 adult and 1 child sharing. Each room has its own patio for viewing, as you can see there, and an ensuite with outdoor shower and bath. We also have great midweek rates available on our standard rooms, as well as our other room types. Now, I'm jumping a bit in room types here, but because you've just had a look at the standard rooms, I want to jump straight into our Palani Villa or exclusive use villa option for 8 packs minimum requirement. Now, this Palani Villa is actually made up, I'm going to go back, of 4 freestanding rooms, standard rooms that we've just seen here. They are located in a half moon, and at the center of these rooms is a central community area or centralized area that has a lounge, as you can see, a dining room table, an outdoor area, a plunge pool, its own private boma. Now, the rate we've got available for this room type includes your own vehicle, the use of these common areas, as well as meals that can be done in your room. However, that will be at an additional cost. In this current day and age, this is a very popular sale for us and great value for money. So be sure to check out the exclusive use option for the Palani Villa. Our next room type is the luxury suite room. Now you'll see I've put a note there. 2 of the 4 suites have a private plunge pool. You do not pay extra for this private plunge pool. So at time of booking, always request availability because it's a nice little value add if you get one of the 2 rooms first. Our luxury suite can accommodate a maximum of 2 adults and 2 children under 12. With this room rate, the rate is based for the 2 adults, and then you pay an additional 50% of the sharing standard rate for the 2 children under 12. The room has got this central living room area with the sleeper couch, which is where the children will be accommodated on. Next, we go to our family suite. The family suite consists of 2 bedrooms, and we can accommodate 2 adults, 2 children sharing in the second bedroom, and now an additional 2 children under 12 on a sleeper couch in the lounge area. Great value for money once again, and as you can see, a little small family villa for a bush breakaway. Then our last room type, the executive suite. This is my top pick for honeymooners. 2 adults only in this room. Beautiful outdoor area, private plunge pool, beautiful spacious lounge. And it's one of the more modern rooms that just offers that open space and that free flow. So do flag this as a nice honeymoon or anniversary room for couples traveling. As I discussed earlier, dining. Your stay includes breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the 2 coffee breaks. During your stay, we will definitely endeavor to ensure that one of those dinners are under the stars in our beautiful boma. For safari, we have AM and PM game drives. Currently, the vehicles are at 10 packs. However, we can offer sole use of vehicles at an additional cost. Just to remind you again that no children under 6 are allowed on the game drives, but we can offer those bumble drives for the children after breakfast. Our current PM game drive times have been adjusted due to COVID, and we can share those updated timings with you. They will also be shared on your booking confirmation. Just some beautiful game experiences. Your AM and PM game drive both include a stop. Your morning stop is the coffee break. Amarula in coffee is highly recommended. And then your afternoon game sundowner. I do apologize in advance. This image was taken pre-COVID, hence we've got bowls with open chips in it. Currently in the COVID era, we obviously do make sure that all the snacks and things are offered to guests in a packet. Then the Amani Spa on site. Do request the price list when booking for a guest stay. It is also available on our website, and we are launching some combo offers with Amani Spa and stay with our property pretty soon. Right, that's it for Ivory Tree Lodge. I'm not sure if anyone has any questions on Ivory Tree. Arenda, I'm not sure if you've covered the chat box, if there's anything that has come up before we move on to Shepherd's Tree.
No, all good, Deirdre. Thank you.
Perfect. Ladies and gents, any questions? Please unmute. I'll give you 2 minutes. Okay, that's positive then. Okay, moving on to Shepherd's Tree Lodge. Shepherd's Tree is smaller in size of the two lodges. And before I actually move on to the next slide, I think sometimes in a consultant and a guest's mind, you think Ivory Tree and Shepherd's Tree, they must be very similar because they share a surname, being Tree. They are sister lodges, but they are very different in your stay experience. As you saw from the previous image, Ivory Tree is an authentic safari lodge, a bit larger, and Shepherd's Tree is an opulent and serene bush experience. Now, I like to explain the two very different. Shepherd's Tree is fantastic for a first-time safari goer that wants to have a place where I can plug in my GHD, take my selfies, have these beautiful modern fittings. And Ivory Tree is for someone that wants that luxury, but still that true bush experience. Shepherd's Tree has got 3 room types. 1, 2, 3, 4. My apologies, 4 room types. Now, the reason I'm saying 3 and then saying 4, I don't want to confuse you, but I want to state this before we start with the standard and the family rooms. When you look at our room types, you will see there are 26 standard rooms or 13 family rooms. What does that mean? If I flick through here quickly, this being our standard room with ensuite, is that a family suite is 2 standard rooms that share a central lounge area. So the 26 standard rooms can convert into 13 family rooms. I'll go back to the standard rooms and we'll do the breakdown of them. And then when we get to the family suites, I will explain again. Here is your standard room. Our standard rooms can accommodate 2 adults only. Each standard room has the ensuite with an indoor and an outdoor shower. Beautiful patio that you can view. This bathroom is divine, by the way. Our family suite can accommodate 4 adults and 2 children under 12 max, because remember, it is the 2 standard rooms on the wings and in the central lounge area where 2 children under 12 can be accommodated on a sleeper couch. However, if you are not 4 adults, the 2 additional children can be accommodated in the second bedroom that can be made up in a twin. Each standard room of the family suite that combine into it still has its own ensuite, and then you've got this beautiful lounge area where you can relax, also with an outdoor patio view. Next, we are going to our executive suites. We currently have 4 of this room type. Now I've taken the image there because we used to sell our standard room with a lounge as an executive suite, but we then had the addition of these executive suites. Now, just a quick note there, we've got plunge pools coming in 2022 that will be installed in these executive suites. It is similar in room style and standard to the standard room with a bedroom and an ensuite. And then each executive suite has a beautiful lounge area, a patio, and then in 2022 will have its own private pool. Next, our private villa, fantastic for exclusive use. Here is a beautiful view from the outdoor-indoor lounge of the villa. As you can see, this villa offers a private pool, beautiful lounge sitting indoor and outdoor, has 2 suites, each with ensuite, a small little kitchen area, and the rate for this room is based on 4 adults. So if we need to accommodate children additional to the 4 adults, this must be made on request at time of booking. When you book this villa, you will automatically qualify for private vehicle use, as well as a private meal that can be done in room, but that will be at an additional service cost, the meal. Just show you more of the room. Then, as mentioned with Ivory Tree, at both these lodges, all meals included, breakfast, lunch, dinner, high teas, drinkers, and stops on the game drives. Just a few snapshots of the food that is produced at Shepherd's Tree Lodge. Definitely going to let you know that's one of the best eggs Benedict that I've had. And then also on the screen, you'll see there here, we've got a beautiful private little wine cellar. So if you are booking a special occasion for someone, this private wine cellar can be booked out for a special anniversary or birthday dinner. The most important thing for me at lodges is outdoor dining. So I'm just sharing an alfresco setup of how breakfast could be done when the weather is lovely and warm, as well as lunch. And then, of course, during your stay, we will happily ensure that there's a starlight dinner on one of the nights. Again, safari, AM and PM game drives included, no children under 6, bumblebees available after breakfast, as well as a coffee stop and an afternoon sundowner on your PM game drive. When I look at this swimming pool area of Shepherd's Tree, I think of relax, 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 and I'm sure you feel the same. I think there's a few of us that have been privileged to go and try and stay at the properties that we are booking, and with this
I think we must have lost connection. Deirdre, are you there? Deirdre, I think Deirdre must have gone off. Aranda, are you there?
Yes, I am here. And I just
Okay.
want to see quickly, because she shared the presentation.
Yeah, I can make you host if you want, but I mean, I think you're pretty much done. So maybe we just need to see, sorry about that, guys. I think there's lots of rain in Cape Town.
Yes.
Are there any questions or anything else you need to know? That's shame. It's one of unfortunate. Let's just see if there were any other questions. I know Glenn was asking about room size. You know, there's room
I
size.
don't have it offhand, but I can definitely sort that for you.
Sorry, guys, I do apologize. I actually had load shedding.
Oh,
Thankfully, I've
okay.
got a generator at office, so we're all back. We are live. I apologize
Okay.
for that.
Carry on.
Okay, I'm just going to, Angela, if you can just make me host again.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, let me do that. Make host.
Just testing if you're all awake and still listening, you see.
Yeah. Thanks.
Did anyone notice that I went missing or not?
Yep.
I'm just checking. We've also redone our bar area. So this is the beautiful lounge and bar area. And then we also do have the Armani spa on site. Again, for beautiful relaxation. Those are the two lodges in Pilanesberg, and I'd like to end off with my favorite safari quote. Everything in Africa bites, but the safari bug bites the hardest. That's it.
Thank you, Deirdre. That was awesome. I hope you can hear me. I don't know why my signal's so bad today. But
No worries.
I don't know if there's any other questions for anybody else. There were a few in the chat box that have been answered. Does anybody else have any questions?
Yes, yes. Tell me, the reserve, the game drive, are they big 5 or small 3 or what's it?
Yes, Mr. Nigel, we are very fortunate that the Pilanesberg is a Big 5 game reserve. It's one of the Sandparks reserves and the fourth largest, so your game viewing definitely includes Big 5.
Oh, thank you.
And then what it says, what age do you take kiddies Bumble game drive from?
So generally, you know, we don't take children under 6 on a game drive, but for the Bumble game drive, we kind of, if the parent is comfortable and they would like to take a 2 or a 3-year-old and quickly jump on the vehicle with them, we can do that at the discretion of the GM. So my recommendation with that is if there is someone that is a bit younger and they want their kids to experience a safari thing, to please do join them on the drive, but then also just to make us aware of it at the time.
But then what is the Bumble game drive then?
So basically what the Bumble game drive is it's a short little 20-25 minute drive around our concession area.
Okay.
And that's it. And it's just for the children to also experience a little game drive because we aren't allowed to put them on our vehicles into the national park if they are under 6. We find it's very seldom, but it is something that we do offer.
And then at what ages would you take on that?
The Bumble drive.
Yeah.
2 to 6. 2 to 6, but if children are 2 and 3, we do recommend that one of the parents joins on the drive.
Perfect. Okay. The lodges look stunning. Does anybody have any other questions at all? No. Looks like we're good. Looks like it was all covered. Thank you very much, Deirdre.
100%.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day. I'll see you all Thursday.
Lovely to meet all of you.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Keep warm.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Keep safe
Bye.
and warm, everyone.
Bye. Bearings, do you just want to stay on for 5 seconds?
Cool.